The guy who, it seems, shot Charlie Kirk in America, of course, he confessed to his parents, or his dad found out, and decided to run him in, which is interesting. And in the backwash of this whole story, Jimmy Kimmel made some comments. Now, Kimmel is a kind of late-night host, and he's been taken off air, right?
Yes, he has. This is Disney-owned ABC, be taken off air indefinitely for his comments and saying that he said that Donald Trump and his allies had done their best to fan the flames following the Conservative influencer's assassination last week.
We can see, actually. Let's have a look at what Jimmy Kimmel said. It was his monologue. He's talking about the so-called MAGA gang.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
Well, that's okay. What's wrong with that?
I think there's nothing wrong with...
So the point about Tyler Robinson is Dad's a sheriff. He's brought up with guns. We thought he was a sort of white heterosexual, therefore MAGA, therefore it's MAGA on MAGA. I mean, fair comment?
Yes. Now, look, if you glorify in the murder, the tragic murder of Charlie Kirk, then I think you've stepped too far. But if you're raising lots of questions and saying, look, this guy was very right-wing, far-right, these are all his views, then I think that's free speech. But it seems to be the people in the state who, including Trump, who say they believe in free speech. No, they believe in their own speech. They don't believe in free speech, or Charlie Kimmel would not be off air.
Well, Kimmel went beyond it. So this is the next clip I'm going to show you.
On a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
How are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. There's demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish.
Trump had this to say on Truth Social. Let's just have a look. Great news for America. The ratings challenge Jimmy Kimmel show is cancelled. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. He has zero talent. And Colbert he refers to, who's also gone. And that leaves Jimmy. Wait a minute. Hang on. Does he mean Jimmy? Does he mean Jimmy Fallon, he must mean, on Fake News NBC. It's almost like they're weeding the left-wing talk show hosts.
Well, the irony of this is that Charlie Kirk would not have liked this. He was a free speech person who wanted to debate people. I didn't agree with all his views, but that didn't matter. The point is that his whole phrase was, prove me wrong. Have a discussion, have an adult discussion, free speech was at the heart of what he did. First Amendment, that is something fundamental to America, and I think he would be very annoyed that this cancellation had happened. I think there are far too many people, many on the left have taken a huge joy in this, have put things in the public domain that are really, really distasteful and horrible. Does that mean they should lose their jobs or be cancelled? No, I don't think it does.
Kimmel made a joke about it. That's fundamentally the problem. What do you think, Annunziata?
I think the joke about Trump was absolutely fine. But I think, I'm sitting surrounded by very professional journalists, and one of the surely basic rules is don't insult the recently dead. That you are offending a large chunk of people. And it would appear he also got it wrong. Now, I think you shouldn't prejudice a trial. We do not know at this point what the motivations were or were not. But speculating without comeback, that wasn't a debate, that was a statement.
But both Trump and the Utah governor have basically said it's him. They've said within the law as much as they can that
and in America you can say it's him. I'm not saying Jimmy Kimmel was breaking the law, but he was certainly leaping to a conclusion for which he didn't have evidence. And I think that is what risked his career.
So, thank you. There's another story.